welcome to Planets and Problems.
Hi guys, here we are.
This is our first episode.
Welcome to the first episode of Planets and Problems. Now guys, you're probably wondering, what is Planets and Problems?
Yeah.
Well, this is an astrology related podcast, but we also do touch on spirituality as well. But the main sort of format is that we're going to be answering your astrological dilemmas.
Yes, and we're going to be answering them based on your star signs, and you're going to send in your relationship problems, and then we're going to give you advice, basically.
That's all there is to it.
That is, and it's not a bullshit astrology podcast where they make it really, really complicated. Like, we're here to be lighthearted.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it, because some astrology podcasts are so boring.
Yeah, they're like, so the sun
this
is
Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
We've got the moon moving into its eclipse, whatever. Like, shut up. Let's just tell me what I need to know.
Yeah, just tell me if I'm compatible with a Taurus or not. That's all I want to know.
Is it?
I think Virgos are. Oh, we should say our names and actually say who we are and what our star signs are. Oh, they do. So.
Oh no, let's do it. Right, okay. So say your names first. Your names. Say our names first.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do 3 words to describe our zodiac sign.
Oh gosh. Right, I'm Ayesha.
I'm Atalia.
We're sisters, by the way, if you can't tell.
Yes, we are related biologically.
And that's it. Right, 3 words to describe my star sign. Okay, boring, logical, and perfect.
Well, how are you perfect if you're boring?
I'm not sure, but okay, well,
I feel like
superior, take perfect, so boring, logical, and superior to all the
now
other
it's
star
getting
signs.
complex. Right, okay. I'm sure some people have guessed just from the way that you've like contradicted yourself to make yourself sound even better. I'm sure people can guess which zodiac sign you are. Which one is it?
I'm a Virgo.
Lovely.
Right, what about you?
For me, funny, optimistic, and adventurous.
Okay, no,
If you
that's
haven't got it from that, you don't actually know anything about astrology, but that's okay because we're here to teach you anyway.
I feel like yours was better than mine.
Tk you.
What are you?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. So you've got a Virgo and a Sagittarius.
A Virgo and a Sag.
Yeah, good combo.
Great combo.
Yeah. So the way that this will work is every week we will start off with an affirmation or a quote. So
This was her idea.
Are you ready for this week's? So, I am in control of my thoughts and actions. I can choose how I respond to any situation, but I cannot control the reactions of others. I can choose how to walk through success and challenges. I choose to respond with grace, kindness, and wisdom. I know that was long.
That was so long.
But I feel like it was just gorgeous for the first episode.
Yes, we were like, oh, okay, this isn't going to be boring. And you just said the most long-winded affirmation.
Right, well, we'll just go with the top bit. I am in control of my thoughts and actions.
Okay.
Right, we know how these affirmations are going to go down each week then. Well, that is your affirmation of the week, everyone. I hope you're going to say it with your chest and good things will come, basically. Right, so now it's time for your problems. So we are going to read through and give you advice on any problems that we've received from you. If you want to send us your problems, your dilemmas, or your funny stories, they don't have to be funny, whatever story you want to send it to planetsandproblems@gmail.com. And then we will have a read through and read them out. Make sure you include your star signs. You can include sun, moon and rising if you want as well.
Yeah, chuck your big 3 in there.
Chuck your big 3 in there if you feel like it. If you don't, just include the
Sun sign.
sun sign and then we'll read them out.
Let's get into
Let's
it.
go. Right, shall I read the first one?
You can read all of them.
Okay.
No, go on.
I'm a... Are we okay?
Just go. Come on, people need our help.
I'm a female Virgo and my partner is a male Aquarius. He's so laid back and I'm highly strung. Shock. Any advice so we can meet in the middle? Also, he's so crap at sharing his emotions about anything. So we've got a Virgo female and a male Aquarius.
The Aquarius is crap at sharing emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be a struggle for Virgo, because Virgo like to find out what's wrong with people and fix it immediately.
They like communication, and it's a funny one because obviously I'm a Virgo, but your boyfriend is an Aquarius.
He is.
So that is a interesting, weird, like, compatibility. I'm not.
Yeah,
Well, then it makes sense, but it doesn't. I don't know.
How would you feel dating my boyfriend?
That's a weird question.
Answer it. Go on.
I don't know because he's quite bubbly and chatty,
Mhm.
and I'm quite bubbly and chatty. It might be too much. So I don't know.
Like,
I
do you
just
find that you usually go for like quieter, reserved people?
yeah,
then?
or they go for me so that I do all the talking, so they don't have to make any effort.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't imagine. I literally can't imagine it because he's not my type. No offense. Like he's just not my
That's
type on
okay.
paper. So look, right, take the looks out of it. Not that he's not good looking, but just take the looks out of it. Personality, I think we would get on. I just don't think he'd be able to deal with me.
I think you're right.
I think I'd be too like high maintenance.
Right, yeah. I feel like Aquarius can be male Aquarius or masculine Aquarius can be quite laid back, or that's how it seems from like, if you don't know like the ins and outs.
Well,
I mean,
we've got the highly strung Virgo.
right.
So that's how she's referred to herself, as highly strung. And I feel like Virgo's very self-aware, so they do know what their flaws are. And she knows that she is highly strung. And I feel like someone being highly strung with an Aquarius, what do you think to that?
It's probably not going to end well. It sounds like the Virgo's gonna get really frustrated.
Well, what this person is asking is any advice so they can meet in the middle, because obviously this Aquarius is crap at sharing their emotions. So
You have to communicate, like, I think take the star signs out of it.
yeah.
If someone can't express their emotions in a relationship, it doesn't sound good at the end.
Yeah, I think maybe you probably just need to sit down and have a talk about how important it is to you for them to express their emotions and express their emotions without you necessarily feeling the need to ask. So I think what you'll have to do is sit them down and explain why it's important to you, and if they don't respond well, then they can fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't carry on like this, because a Virgo will go mad, basically.
Yeah.
It will actually go mad.
So how would you approach it with an Aquarius? Well, from my experience, you need to express your emotions. Aquarius can be really empathetic, so if they know that, you know, something that they're doing is upsetting you, they don't want that for you. You know, they don't want to make you feel bad. So if you just express how you're feeling, that just say, you know, I feel like you don't do this, you know, I don't really know where I stand. You know, express your emotions. Just put it in a way that, you know, they will understand.
Yeah.
That might help. That's how I do it anyway.
I think that's good advice, bearing in mind you are going out with an Aquarius, so I feel like that is good advice. Amazing. Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to read this one?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I am a Cancer in an on and off relationship with a Taurus. We were engaged, but I ended things because I needed them to grow and go to therapy, but they refused.
That's really mature of a Cancer.
Yeah. But they refused for so long. They finally started showing improvement, so I gave them another chance. a couple of months in, they broke it off for a girl they knew for 2 months.
Oh.
It was totally unexpected. They had just asked me to drive 6 hours home for them for their birthday, and they were telling me they loved me first thing in the morning and last thing at night, asking if I would be their girlfriend again. This situation has completely knocked me off balance. If they come back, should I take them back? I have a wedding dress in my apartment that I was supposed to marry them in, but I am so guarded after all this, I don't know if I could do it again. They've got a wedding dress.
Sorry about my phone interruptions, by the way. Anyway, yeah.
They've got a wedding dress.
There's a wedding dress.
Yeah, so we've got a Cancer in an on-off relationship with a Taurus, but they were actually engaged. And then obviously this person broke it off for someone that they'd known for 2 months. But then at the same time, they'd been asking this person to drive down 6 hours to them and saying they loved them every night and every morning. And also they've got the wedding dress.
What is wrong with this person?
Well,
not the person that wrote in.
The poor Cancer, first of all, because I bet your emotions are all over the place.
Skyrocketing.
And a Taurus, what do we think? A Taurus is loyal, yes or no? No.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like, not from my experience, and I feel like...
What's your experience?
My experience is that they're quite on and off. Like, they'll be really, really, really into you, and then they won't be. And I find the Tauruses that I've met, the men anyway, will flit around different women.
Right.
So I don't find Tauruses very loyal at all.
I've not really had any personal experiences with a Taurus, but a Taurus guy that I know that's in a relationship is very committed. Like, he wanted a girl, he chased after her for 2 years and then finally got what he wanted.
In all fairness, I know a Taurus that is in a relationship with a Virgo. Actually, they're married, and yeah, this person, well, it's one of my best mates, so they are, and I know they are very loyal, but okay, he is the exception to every other Taurus that I've met. I do really like Tauruses though, so I see the attraction. I find them very, very attractive.
Yeah,
and fun and easy to talk to, but flitty. The flitting. I don't know if flitty is a word, but the flitting from one person
we can
to
make
another.
flit a word.
Oh, yeah, they're flitting about. So, what advice are we giving this Cancer then about? Do you know what? You just need to tell them to go away.
I'd maybe say something a bit stronger than that. Sure. What do we do with the dress?
Burn it.
We'll just put it in the ocean. Remember, they're a water sign.
Oh yes. Put it in the ocean. I think do some sort of like separation ritual. Like, you can do these meditations to call your energy back, because I did one of those the other day, and I feel like if you do one of those, you can, and then also, yeah, maybe put the, I don't know if it's good for the environment to put the dress in the ocean.
No.
Right. So let's burn the dress or donate it to charity, and as you do it,
burning it isn't good for the environment.
Yeah, so that's why I added on.
Let's just give it to charity.
Let's give it to charity, and as you hand it over to the person in the charity shop, say in your head, I release this person from my life, and I call my energy back.
But before we do any of that, we're gonna right. No, before we even do that, we are gonna collect ourselves. Okay. Because I know emotions are high. You're probably in a right state.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna calm down, get yourself together, heal as much as you can, and then that's when we're going to the charity shop and dropping off a single wedding dress. Imagine looking at a charity shop and having that handed in.
I would probably be like, anyone that goes to buy it, I'd be warning them to do some sort of cleanse on the dress, because they might get that energy. Yeah. I think though that obviously, first of all, if this person comes back, you need to tell them, you know, what they've done and that it's not appropriate, and that you're not going to be continuing with them anymore, because obviously this person probably feels like they can come back. For them to drop you for someone that they've known for 2 months,
It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, and you actually deserve better than that. So I think you just need to make sure that you don't go back, and first of all, don't go back. Second of all, get rid of their dress, just for your own mental. You don't want it sat there, because as long as that dress is sat there, you're going to be thinking, is this going to happen again? Is it going to,
it's just
are they
a
going to come
constant
back?
reminder of the bad times.
If the dress is really, really, really nice, you cleanse it and keep it for the next one. Because I'm just thinking, like, if you pick your wedding dress,
yeah. Oh.
You know, you really, it's like baby names. If you pick your baby names, you split up with someone, I'm keeping my baby names, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then how would you feel if you were going to get with someone and you found out that the wedding dress that they were going to have was one that they were already going to use?
Depends how nice it is.
Okay.
Because certain dresses I can completely understand. Because what have you got to, you probably end up buying the same one.
Yeah. Yes, I knew one. Right, okay, so who would you actually put with, like, if this Cancer, when they feel ready to move on, who would you put a Cancer with? I've already got someone in mind. Can I go first?
Yeah.
Scorp.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a Cancer and Scorp.
I do. I wish I was a Cancer with a Scorp, or a Scorp with a Cancer. Scorpio, by the way. We do shorten stuff sometimes.
Oh,
it makes no sense to anyone else.
We have like our own little language when it comes to astrology, but you'll pick it up.
Yeah, you will. So Scorpio and Cancer. Yeah, I think I would love that. Them together. So yeah, you go and find yourself a Scorpio, water sign, leave the earth sign alone, just leave the Tauruses alone, have a break. In fact, don't touch Taurus again after this, because you're probably a bit traumatised.
Probably stay away from fire as well, unless it's just a rebound.
I hope that was good advice, and I actually hope you're okay, because I can't even imagine getting engaged and like buying a dress and everything, and then the person breaking it off with me like that. So I actually really hope you're okay, as much as we're joking. And we would love for you to write us an update. So if you do have an update at some point on this story and where it goes from here, be honest with us. We won't judge you. If you get back with them, we won't judge you. We might judge you, but we'll try not to judge you.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. So if you do have an update, yeah, please let us know. And we will move on to the next question. Leo dating Gemini. Switches her mood like a light switch. Thinks the world revolves around her and throws a fit when she doesn't get what she wants, and leaves me when she's mad.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm quite shocked. I'm shocked because I feel like Gemini are quite collected. No?
Right, for me,
Let go.
I've got a large 4.5 year experience with a Gemini, which I'm sure will come up at some point in
It already has.
the episodes. So, well, it's come up now. It's come up in the first episode. So, for me, one big thing I learned about that Gemini and other Geminis that I've met is their moods switch. So yeah, they can be the nicest person ever. You sat on the sofa, you're watching a movie, you ask them to pause it because you need a wee, and you get up and you go to the toilet, and you come back from the toilet and that is a different person sat on your sofa. So I think that that was one of the main reasons why I could never ever be with that person again, because the moods switch. Well, Gemini, the twins, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that is the idea of like...
Do you want to explain to people what that means, in case they don't know?
Well, it's the... Why do I have to explain it?
Because you know better than anybody.
Basically, the representation for Geminis is twins. That's the symbol that they're represented by. So the idea is that there's two personalities there.
Conflicting.
And, yeah, conflicting personalities. So, for example, this person that I was with could be like really, really sweet and really, really kind, and really, really loving, and then they could be really, really cold and not very nice, quite nasty, quite angry, and like quiet and go into themselves. And that switch though can happen so quickly.
And it's not just that though, is it? It could just be like 1 minute they are quite extroverted and then they're quite introverted. Yes. Or it could be I'm trying to think of some other examples. Can't think of any.
Well, so, you know, you've taken them to meet your friends and they're thinking, oh, this person's really quiet. And then the next time they meet them, they're like, oh, I've just seen a whole different side to blah, blah.
It's not just good and bad. It could be, you know, quiet, loud,
yeah,
etc.
Yeah, so this is a Leo dating the Gemini. And it's the fact that this person, right, first of all, you have bitched about this person so much because you've said you're dating this person, and I understand you've mentioned the mood like a light switch, completely can relate to that, but it's the fact that you're dating this person and you think the world revolves around her and she throws a fit whenever she doesn't get what she wants and leaves when she's mad.
Yeah, because Leos would not like that at all. They're
No.
supposed to be, like, the world's supposed to revolve around them.
Yeah, they're supposed to be the centre of attention.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they leave you when they're mad, well, I've had this experience with that same person that I'm talking about. They probably dumped me about 200 times, I think. I've not actually counted, but... They did. They actually did. Now, maybe it's my fault.
Funny.
Maybe it's my fault for going back 199 times. But when we got to the 200th time, I was so done. They didn't even believe me, because would you believe me if I've gone back that many times? But the fact when they leave you when they're mad, yeah, I feel like that is a Gemini vibe, because it's the same as the mood switching, you know, they're with you and then they're not with you. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's the right sort of energy to be around, and I think if you allow that behaviour continues. If you keep splitting up with somebody when you're mad and then they let you back in, you know that you can do that again. Mm-hmm. And you know that that thing will push their buttons if they cried or they got upset about it, which obviously they would.
Yeah. So,
what do you think? What advice do you have?
Well, I'll just take back what I said about Gemini being collected then. No, what I meant by that was kind of like, they are... my experience is a little bit different, where they may be like so angry, but they'll keep it together and just want to hurt you. Okay?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So that's what I meant by that. My advice: exit. Okay? Get out. There's no room for compromise here, is there really?
I don't think so, because these are traits of a Gemini and they're very stereotypical traits, and if this person's fitting the stereotype, then they're not going to change unless you know you can get them to have a personality transplant. They aren't going to change. So personally, I think you should leave, and I know we keep telling people to leave already, and that is going to be the motto, but I genuinely don't think this is something that you can really work on. No. If you're with someone that's leaving when mad,
no,
that's where you, yeah. Because how do you tell them, right, you need to stop dumping me when they're mad? When they are mad, if they do want to dump you, that's what they're going to do. And then if they feel better and they want to get back with you and you say yeah, then it's just this vicious cycle that you, Leo.
And they know they can get away with it at that point, and it just sounds so toxic.
Leo, you need to get out of it. Go and find yourself another Leo.
We're on to our final segment of the podcast.
Yes.
And this is called Our Planet Problem.
Yeah, so each week we're going to ask each other, we're going to take it in turns to ask each other a question. And it can be like, it's more of like a hypothetical question, isn't it? Because me and you chat so much shit on hypothetical questions.
Yeah.
Like, you know, would you still be my sister if I was a dog?
I wouldn't.
We could spend hours talking about shit like that. So, thought we'd ask each other questions each week, and it's a bit of a blind reaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, this week's question is by me, and it's, would you date your own star sign?
Ooh. Date, not relationship, or is that all included?
Let's go relationship, actually.
Yeah, actually, because I don't just date just for the sake of it. I personally, in all honesty, there isn't a single zodiac sign that I actually wouldn't date, because I think it's quite harsh to be like, I wouldn't actively avoid any star sign. If I start dating a guy, find out his star sign, I don't like it, I'm not just going to cut him off straight away. I'd just be a bit wary. Okay?
I'm not fucking about with Geminis ever again.
Right. Okay. That's you, hon. You can do you. But then also, am I dating a guy before I find out his zodiac sign?
So yeah, if you're asking for a reason, aren't you?
Okay, anyway. I would be wary of my own zodiac sign, Sagittarius men, right? Okay, because they don't have the best reputation when it comes to a long committed relationship. Because they, well, I don't want to generalize, but we are generalizing here because that's what astrology is.
Yeah.
They cheat, okay?
Oh.
They cheat. They bounce around.
Wow, bounce around.
I'm someone who likes to feel secure. You know, one day when I buy a house, that is a house that I'm living in for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Whereas Sagittarius men, and to be fair, Sagittarius in general, but I don't think I quite picked up all of this trait. They like to, what's it called, like, they're a bit restless, so they might not commit to a living situation, they might not commit to a career.
Right.
And I'm more like that, so I don't think I'd be actually suited to another Sagittarius man. With that said, Sagittarius men that I've been friends with in the past have all ended up fancying me. They're attracted to me because they see a bit of themselves within me.
Do they
right? So those friendships just haven't worked out. And also, I do find them quite charming because Sagittariuses, they are quite funny and like positive, and they're nice to be around. So they've got like that good vibe energy, and same for the men as well. So it's like I've found every single Sagittarius I've met, they're always so funny and just good to be around. So I'm kind of like, maybe I just have a bit of fun with them, but fully committed relationship, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. It'd be fun for a short amount of time, and then it could just end in tears. Okay, anyway, that was my long-winded answer. What about you?
No, I feel like that was an interesting answer, and your answer is basically no.
Answer's no, yeah.
Even though at the beginning you said that you wouldn't write off any star sign.
Well, no, because it depends how much I like them, obviously. There's other things involved.
Okay. Well, for me, would I date another Virgo? Probably not, no. I've got an experience with a Virgo, and he was such a nice guy. He... basically, like, we went on about 5 or 6 dates, and he planned absolutely everything. He was so organised, just like me. He was on time, perfectly on time, and he planned like the nicest, thoughtful dates, and was really, really into me. But when it came down to the physical side, it was a bit rigid.
Are you telling the story?
I mean, it depends how much of the story I can tell, but basically...
We don't know him anymore.
It didn't really work, as in, the penis didn't really work.
He had a penis problem.
He had a penis problem. He needs to write in about his penis problem, and we can relate to it.
I feel like we shouldn't really be laughing about penis problems.
We shouldn't.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. Everyone has penis problems, but I think not even just...
Not everyone.
Not everyone, but I'm sure
I
don't. People do. People with penises have penis problems. I feel like, regardless of that, all the bits before you get to that bit where you need the bit to be working, it just like felt very rigid. It felt like it wasn't flowing, and I feel like Virgos need a bit more of a yin and a yang, because Virgos like quite logical, they find it quite hard to relax, so they need someone a little bit more like fun and less like themselves. And I feel like those rigid dates as well that we had planned probably would have got boring after a bit, but ultimately it ended because of the penis problem.
Did he warn you about the penis problem?
He did not warn me about the penis problem. See, he didn't talk about the penis problem.
I've had a guy with a penis problem, but he did warn me about it, which I really appreciated.
He didn't warn me.
It didn't even end up like when it came down to it, there was no problem.
Wow. Well, there was a major problem, because we tried it a few times, and there was a problem every time. And I remember just saying to him, like, look, I would like it to be easy, because I've not long been out of a relationship, and I just want to be with someone where it's easier than this. So, but he wasn't...
It was that when you'd broken up with the famous Gemini?
Yeah.
And then you went straight from that to...
Well, not straight one. Straight.
Well, not straight.
Someone else in between.
Oh, was they?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember who.
how do I say?
What star sign was he?
I think he's a Scorpio, which, I mean, we'll get into this.
It was a Scorpio I had the penis problem with.
Right. We'll get into Scorpios in the next episodes because I'm not being funny, but I'm just a Scorpio queen. Anyway, I would not go out with a Virgo. They're too rigid for me, and I'm quite rigid. I need someone that's going to loosen me up. So no, I wouldn't date my own star sign.
No, I think Virgo men are like underdogs when it comes to like the most toxic, worst men to date.
Oh my gosh, you're talking about Dad?
Dad, switch off now. I think they're like, oh, I don't know, they just get away with it. Like, when people are talking, when you'd say like, oh, which star sign wouldn't you date? You'd go like Gemini, Pisces. Virgo always gets left out, but Virgo are thriving for the #1 spot.
They really are. They really are. Well, I think, yeah, I feel like we're done. I can't believe we finished our first episode. Can you rate and review the episode, please?
Come on, guys, we need some help. This is our first one.
Yeah,
you know.
give us some 5 stars. Don't give us anything less than 5 stars. Actually, I'll take constructive feedback.
You're a Virgo.
Exactly.
Whereas me, I'd probably cry if I saw anything less than 5.
Yeah. So yeah, rate and review please, and obviously write into planetsandproblems@gmail.com. That would be amazing. And I'm Ayesha.
I'm Atalia.
And I'm a Virgo.
I'm a Sagittarius. What are we doing?
I don't know. We're just saying bye. Thank you so much for listening or watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.